Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, on this episode today I want to tell you guys, whenever I have updates, I want to share. I just like to share my updates, especially to my followers, so you can get to and also enjoy what I'm enjoying. So yes, I know I've talked about how much you can make raising a certain amount of chicken and how much profit you can make. But on those videos, I also used to state that it's not all the time you make a particular amount of profit. It's not possible that probably in this circle, if you make 500,000, the next circle you make 500,000. There are some factors that can set in, and each badge or each circle might just yield a different result. So on this episode today, I want to tell you guys how I made over 600,000 naira from selling 500 chicken. For some time now, I've been stocking my 500 chicken. I have my reasons. Some of my major customers are not buying right now, so they pipe low probably because of credit and the rest. No, the people they were selling to are owing them, so they said, okay, let's just pipe low for some time. So I just have to stick to this amount of birds because of my selling rate. So this is what I'm doing, 500 for now. I've been doing 500, and I can tell you that I've not been getting same results. My profit hasn't been the same. See, I have to be real. I have to tell you the truth. There are so many factors, some things that can happen and to affect the income, the outcome of whatever production of any batch that you are doing. So, and what are these factors? Before I tell you how I made this amount of money, one is the amount you use in purchasing your day-old chicks. Like in this case, I bought these chickens for 52,000 per carton. Yes, I bought them for 52,000 per carton. The last circle where I said I made some certain amount of money in the last video I made, I bought those chicken for 620,000, 650,000. So are you saying it? So if the price of chicks is reduced, you make more profits. If the price of feed increase, your profit might actually affect your profits. That is number one. Number two is how well your chicken do. Do they do well? Do they grow well? How is the mortality rate? If you are lucky enough to have a reduced minimal mortality rate, it's good for you. But if you are fortunate and your birds start dying, it's going to also affect your profit margin. So these are the factors. There are so many factors. And how well do you feed? How are they feeding? And what kind of breed did you buy? Is it the type that do very well? And so all these factors. And the third and the last factor that I really want to dwell on is how you sell your chicken. See, the truth still remains that the way you sell, the people you sell, the price you also sell also will affect the profits that you make. Now, there's something I want to state before I continue in this video. Please don't sell your chicken based on the price the general public is selling. It affects people. I know people that this thing affected during December time. They were asking me, how much are you selling your chicken? I said, this is how I'm selling my chicken. And I told them, go back to your book, to wherever you are taking account. Make your calculations, do your maths, and know how much you will sell. Don't sell, because December people were selling chicken 20,000, 25,000, 12,000, 14,000. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. So if your chicken is weighing 2 kg or 1.8 kg, and you still want to stand on your ground that you must sell for 25,000, you must sell that chicken for 15,000, nobody will buy it. It comes to a point, even people were even making mockery of it on the internet, that those people that say they want to sell chicken for 25,000, oh boy, somebody is calling me that I should come and take the chicken for 10,000, and I said I will not buy for 10,000. It happened. during this December. So my point here, what I want to state, please take this, make your calculation. Don't sell based on assumption. Sell based on, if for example, like this video I want to make, like what I want to talk, how I made this amount of money after selling. This is my book. This is my book. So after selling, I come down everything I spend, transportation, the salary I pay the people that work in my farm, the vaccines, the whatever, the vitamins, and all that, everything is being documented. So at the end of the day, when I want to sell, my boys will call me, Ma, how much are we selling chicken? How much are we going to sell? I don't need to start calling somebody to say, hello, how much are you selling? No. The person's business, the person might buy chicken for 800,000, for that maybe probably a carton for one carton for 65,000, and maybe I bought my own carton for 50,000. Are you saying that if I want to sell the way the person is selling, it might actually affect me? Because if people might not even want to buy it at that rate. So what I will do, I'll tell them, hold on, I will calculate all these things, the number of feed I used, how many bags I used, the money I use in transporting them down to the farm. I make all these calculations, arrive at the total amount I use in purchasing these things, then do my division, count how many we have in the farm, divide it, and know what I have. So, and as well as you know, all the chickens will not grow at the same pace. But the good thing is that at least it should not be much that having that maybe reduced weight or not growing well. Like in this circle, just few of them did not actually do well. Few of them, that is the truth. All will not do well. And this doesn't mean that they are so small. We're having 1.5 kg, even when others were like 2.3, 2.4 kg. I will start selling at 5 weeks. So another secret I use in my business is I start selling on time. So by the time we're approaching 7 weeks, my chicken is finished. Sometimes we don't even get to 7 weeks and the chicken is gone. We've sold everything. So what I'm saying is that we'll do all the calculation. How many is remaining in the farm? Like this chicken now, we sold 400 out of 500. At the end, we're having 465 chicken left. After the mortality and the rest, some didn't make it. We had actually problem of predators. We had problem of cats coming to, like, this cat will just bite the chicken, and before you know, they won't last some days and they will die off. So we had that problem, and so, but for this my new cycle, we have rectified all that. I have to close all the parts, that will cause that kind of thing to happen. So we did that. So we're having 465. And what I spent was 2,365,000. That's what I have in my notes right now. 2,365,000. And so I have to do the maths, do my calculation. And after I did that calculation, how much will a chicken cost? Okay, if after I do that maths, and I find out that after doing the division, all the maths, and I find out that the chicken in the farm, as it is in the farm, will cost me 5,000 or 4,800, then I will know how much to sell. I can sell 7,000, I can sell 6,500, I can sell 6,000. And if I sell 6,000 or I sell 6,500, and I'm making 1,500 from each chicken, multiply by what you have in the farm. Okay, if we say the other ones you might not sell some for 6,500, but let's take an average of 6,000, because you'll be selling some for 7,000, you'll be selling some for 7,500. I even sold some for 9,000. This first food I bought, I sold for, it was during Easter time, so Easter was approaching, and some family actually called that they wanted chicken. I sold some for 9,000. I sold some for 8,000. But I know my limits. I know where I can sell. I know that I cannot sell below this price. I don't know if you're getting my point. So this is the honest truth. You just have to take this. Okay, so I did that, and I told them this is what we can sell. The first people that are coming to buy this chicken, they will come because since I do from 500, 600 sometimes 1,000, 1,500. So I do my chicken in bulk. I don't rely on end use consumer to buy my chicken or no. So we sell to people in the market. So we sell like wholesalers. So I don't need to sell like those who sell in the market. And that is why some family come in that they need chicken, because they know they are buying directly from the farm and it should be cheaper for them. So I said, okay, these people are reselling. For them to resell fast and come back, the important thing is the turnover and make what you want to make and just stock again. As I'm talking to you, my next batch is going to 3 weeks. Before we even started, before we finish selling this one, I've stocked again. So that is how business continue. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I told them this: the first people that will enter the pen to get chicken, we're going to sell at this rate. We're going to sell for 7,500. The person is not buying, the person should go. But you know, these people, they like to want to come and buy chicken first. And so from there we sold. And when they will find out that the weight was dropping, we started selling 6.5. We sold some for 7,000. Sold some for 6.5. As I'm selling, I'm keeping my records. I'm writing down everything. And I found out that what the profit I made, this is it. Because the chicken I bought, even the one in the farm right now, are also more expensive than this one I'm selling. So my next selling, I might now have up to that 600 and something thousand I said I made. I don't know if you're getting my point. So guys, this is how you can make good money from your business. I know why I'm stressing on this, that I know farmers who's like, no, why will you sell your chicken at that rate? Chicken is sold for 12,000, chicken is sold for 10,000, chicken is sold for 15,000. And I told them, you are selling to wholesalers. You have large farm, so you wouldn't sell like the other people, like people in the market, because these people come to buy from me and sell to consumers. So that is it. Before you sell, I just want to keep stressing on this, because I get messages on I'm not selling out my chicken, this, that. Because one thing you have to know is that the more you keep them, the more you are feeding them. This amount I cut, I make sure, I'm always sure of that. How many bags do we have left? Okay, if I don't sell this chicken at this rate, and I said, no, I must keep it, I must sell at this rate. Before you know, they will call you, feed is done, the feed is finished. You buy more feed, and you are feeding them. And at the end of it, you'll be the one to start calling people, hey, don't you need chicken? I have chicken for sale. The chicken is there, is eating. If you don't feed them, the weight will drop. You might even end up selling lesser than what you are supposed to go sell before that time. And if you say, okay, let me try and manage feed, this is not catfish farming. This is poultry farming. If you try and manage the feed, the weight will keep dropping. They will drop weight so like drastically. So my point is, do your maths before you sell. Before you cut price, do your maths. Please, it's very important. I spent this amount of money, 2,365,000, and we used 80 bags of feed. We used 20 bags of starter, and we used 70 bags of feed. That was what we used. We used 20 bags of starter, and we used 50 bags of finisher till the chicken is done, until we sold everything. So guys, take this. You can even make way more than that. Don't like really drag your prices too much. You are how do I put it? You have plenty chicken in your farm. You don't want to start dragging price. You know, even if you make 400,000, this is within the space of 6 weeks. You are making that money. Man, this is big money. So for you to run at loss, because sometimes you want to keep this chicken, let me keep them till 15 15 weeks, let me keep them till 2 months or 3 months, I will sell more money. Chicken is not really designed that way, especially broiler chickens, because before you know, they will start shrinking. So you don't need to keep them for too long. They will start shrinking. Sell off your chicken when it is time. Do your maths. Know what you want to sell. Already, before you even start selling, know that if I sell this rate, I'll be able to make this profit. okay, if I remove this and remove this and remove that, I want to make this. So this is very, very important in your catfish farming. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.